How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Yourself?
We're hanging in there, man. Aren't you scared of the gun?
Yeah, I told him I was scared of the guy.
Of the gun?
I told him, I said, you seem like a nice kid, but you had 8 hours worth of training to learn how to use that gun, and you're packing around. I think about Trayvon Martin and all this kind of stuff. It's like,
Mr. Moody, can I ask you a pointed question?
yes.
Why can't you take advice? You were told to take a hike. Why are you still in town? What's going on?
We're going to take a hike too, man. Where do you want to send me? I don't know. Siberia? I don't know.
Right.
You got someplace for me to go, let me go.
Would you like to share what triggered this latest episode of homelessness?
Me and my wife were in a hotel and stayed there for 2 years, and the rent went from $600 to $900 in 1 month, and then from $900 to $1,000 the next month, and then from $1,000 to $1,500 the following month. I mean, who can, hell, you could be buying a house for that. So my wife, she's staying with a friend of hers up north.
How much stress did that put on you, man?
Oh man, it's you wouldn't believe what stress I'm going through right now. It's like I've got welts on my body that are coming out because of the stress. At least a third.
Very interesting.
At least a third. But I've traveled my whole life, man. I've been traveling my whole life, I'm getting to that point now where it's hard for me to travel.
Right.
With the health issues and everything like that. But
what are your health issues? If you don't mind me asking, that's a private question, but
I have cirrhosis of the liver.
you do.
I do.
Wow,
I
man.
got emphysema. I have hemorrhoids, which are a real pain in the ass. Those are the bulks.
You ever been in a fight, Mr. Moody?
Yeah, not really. I guess I have as a kid, stuff like that. I just curl up in a fetal position and just let them beat the shit out of me. Oh, my wife's beat the hell out of me a couple times.
So you've been out here on the streets all these times. I mean, how much violence has been? I mean, how many times have you been subject to violence?
Not much.
Not much.
No.
Interesting. Why do you think that is?
Well, for one thing, I'm not violent. I think violence begets violence.
Would you say that you act like a human being everywhere you go? Would that be a good way to describe it?
I try to be nice. Respectful.
How would you compare being homeless in 2013 to being homeless in the mid-90s?
Well, nobody messed with you in the 90s. Now it's all about a Nazi police state.
Let's go back to the mid-90s, though. I mean, you said no one would mess with you. So you're saying in the mid-90s there wasn't the young punks beating up homeless people? You didn't have people walking around verbally assaulting people or kicking them? You literally didn't have that?
No.
What do you see now? What do you see? What kind of things have you seen in this last episode?
Well, this doesn't happen to me. I don't know why I seem to be immune from people kicking me and harassing me and stuff like that. I seem to be immune. I guess it happens to other people, but it really doesn't happen to me. Thank God.
If you had one suggestion for Chico of how to make some peace with people that are just out there trying to survive, what would that be, man?
Prayer.
Prayer? What would a prayer sound like for you?
To whom it may concern.
One final thing. If you had one last thing to say, if I had a gun to your head, which I wouldn't, saying this is it, tell us one final thing, what would that be, man?
Don't shoot me.